It's Linda with No Frills ASMR. So I thought I'd take you along. I'm just making dinner. It is only about 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, but I am putting in, I'm trying something I've never tried before actually, and that is beef short ribs. They were on sale, so I thought, all right, let's try this. So I'm gonna salt and pepper these guys. I should do all sides, but obviously my plate is too small. I didn't realize how big they were. I've only ever had these at like restaurants. I have a little avocado oil. It's kind of a mess, but whatever. And this is already a little bit hot. And I'm always like, well, they're just pot roast, aren't they? So I don't know. All right, I'm gonna stick these in here and then I'm gonna wash my hands and salt the other sides of them. That's what I'm gonna do. Put the salt side down. We'll just give them a little sear on this side. Hold on. So, salt, and we'll pepper. Oh, I got pepper over my board. We'll pepper. If you put pepper in while you're cooking, it'll like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I got pepper in my salt. Oh well. It'll become less like harsh peppery if you do that. Hold on, let me just knock this pepper off here. Okay. All right, so we'll let that start to sear. I don't see my normal tongs I use. I don't know where they are. I have disconnected my fire alarm so that it doesn't make us all go crazy. I think that later I'm going to add sweet potato, some onion, maybe a few carrots, maybe some regular potato, and just kind of put that all in there with it. That's my plan. Oh, I don't have this turned on. I have the oven turned on for 325 degrees. So once I sear them a little bit, I will put them in the oven. These are what I was looking for, my really fancy tongs. You know, when I put the liquid in here, you can put beef broth, you could put red wine. I don't have any of that, so I think I'm gonna put just a little bit of apple cider vinegar. A little bit, that's all I have left, of soy. Some water. That's about it. And see how that is. Hopefully that'll be good. Maybe I'll put a little bit of this mushroom umami seasoning blend. Oh, it's starting to make noise now. All right, hold on. Let me bring you over here a little bit more, maybe. Sorry. Okay. Get that going. Yeah, I don't know. I've never made these before. Hopefully it's okay. So I'll cut up this onion. Maybe I'll put the onion in right away. I think the potatoes, I might wait a little while on those. Do that in chunks, I think. Doesn't fall apart too much. I don't know if I have any garlic. If I did, I'd put that in. Let me see. Oh yeah, I do. Oh no, that's a shallot. Well, put that in too. Ew. That doesn't look right. Never mind that. That's a little moldy. I'll flip these around so I get all the sides. So I tried something new today. I picked these up, and they are Kettle Brand Air Fried, Kettle Cooked, Air Finished, Himalayan Salt Potato Chips. I thought those were pretty yummy. I ate them on my way home from the store. Good thing I have the fire alarm turned off. Hopefully it won't set off any of the other ones. So you're not cooking them at all. You're just browning the outside so it gives it a little flavor. But I don't want to smoke my house up too much. I am rushing it a little. If I were at a restaurant, I'd brown them hard. So they got like really good and toasty brown. I don't want to have my fan on because it's loud. You can usually tell when it's done because it'll kind of let go. Like that one's still sticking. Maybe I'll put some of these carrots in right away too. If you don't like it sweet at all, don't put in carrots. Carrots and tomato kind of flavor it more than other things. But I like carrots. I don't really like tomato necessarily. Alright, so I'm going to put in what's left of this. Oops. I'm going to put in like about that much of that. Put in water. I'm going to, and this is not the way like a real chef would make it. Oh, in case you're wondering, they don't usually do that either. Okay, so you want them like a third of the way covered. Those are pretty heavily covered. And then we'll put in the onions and the carrots. They'll give that some flavor. You know what I think I do have is some frozen garlic. I'll grab that. Hold on. That's better than. Okay, hold on. I have this. I could just throw in maybe 3 of those. Each one of those is like 1 clove of garlic. Okay. Try to make sure there's no brown stuff at the bottom we can pull off. And the whole idea of this is to cook it super, super slow. So I'm going to pop this into the oven. And really, I think I'll cook it for like 3 hours. But about an hour before it's done, or maybe a little more, hour and a half, I'm going to cut these potatoes and sweet potato up and put it in there. I won't cook them, probably just an hour, I guess. I won't cook them the whole entire time. Look at me making a mess. Typical. I I've told you I'm not a great cook, right? I just do this for entertainment value. Okay. Let me put this away. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta go. It's smoky in here. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys. I think I just changed my mind. Instead of putting the potato in with the beef, I think I'm gonna just boil it in some water and then make like a mashed potato. Just because I like mashed potato. But I think I'm gonna make a sweet potato, russet potato mix. Just to add a little extra nutrition to that. And because I like it. So I'm just trim this up. Oops. Oops, I dropped on the floor. Oh well. And I threw it on the ground. I gotta cut this one smaller because it's way more, you know, it'll take longer to cook. I could put it in first, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. Oops. So the short ribs have been cooking for about 2.5 hours. Okay. So I'll cut this one kind of small. Good grief. That's a really hard potato. Oof. All right, we'll have to really cut that small. Seems like extra fibrous. Wowza. So I've been watching this show called, I think it's called Dark Matter. Somebody sent me a message, like an email, and said maybe Greg and I should watch it. So we started watching it, and we're about 5 episodes into season 1. I think season 2 starts soon. So we'll try to get through season 1 and maybe make a video about it. All right, I'll put those in there and get them going. This one I won't make as small because this will not take as long to cook, that's for sure. I could have left the skins on. I like it smooth. Smooth potato. That's Sade. Salt. So we'll just cook that until it gets soft and then mash it up. I'm not sure if I'll be back or not. I think my son's coming for dinner. So I don't know, it depends on when he gets here because he's loud. All right, but I will try to take a picture to show you the final result. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I think these have cooked plenty. They look pretty soft. So I'm going to drain them real quick. Hold on. Okay, I would mash them with a, blender. That's usually how I do it. But I don't want to do that right now because it'll be super loud. That was a lot of butter. I didn't need that. That was probably 2 tablespoons. Maybe more than I really need, but that's okay. Let's see, what could I use so as not to be too loud? I could try this biscuit. It's for like making biscuits. American Southern biscuits, not like a cookie. Though I guess you could use it for that. In England, they say biscuit for a cookie. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how it's the same language but different? Funny. All right. Let's see where we're at. Mix our butter in there. A little bit of milk in there. I don't ever make mashed potatoes like this, but we'll see how it goes. Actually went better than I thought. A couple of chunks. It's not like super creamy or anything, but I think it'll work. So I mixed regular like russet potatoes and sweet potato, just because sweet potatoes are good for you. So I wanted sweet potato. I could put like garlic or something like that, but I don't think I will because I might add a little more salt, but not right now. All right, so we're done with the milk. This is just a 1% organic from Target. Let's see what our pot of stuff looks like. You know, if I'm gonna be cooking in front of people, I think I gotta buy myself, invest in some new UV gloves. They look pretty bad. Hey. Ooh, hey. Steamy, steamy. There's the carrots down there. Maybe I'll take out the stuff and then make more of a gravy out of this. Let's see if this falls apart. Oh yeah, it just is gonna fall right apart. I could break it up, just see what it looks like, but okay, I think I'm gonna pull this out and then take out as much of this chunky as I can to make like a gravy. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, hold on. I'll just stick it in this for now. Hold on. I can always put it back in here after I just want to thicken this up a little bit, I think. Come on, carrots. It's not like important if I don't get it all out of here. I don't really care. I'll just try to scoop as much as I can. Turn this heat on to high over here. Get these big onions out. I was just listening to the Marvin Gaye album. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. It's the real kind of sexy one. It's all about getting it on. It's such a good album. I think I'm gonna buy the LP. All right, I want to, kind of wanna, hold on. Scoop up a little of this liquid. Try to get some of the brown off the sides here too. Scooch. Yeah, I'm gonna make a mess. Obviously, I'm gonna make a mess. Okay. Turn that heat down a little. I'm gonna put a little flour in here and make like a slurry. I might add just a touch of this. It's kind of spicy. That's the only problem with that. I don't really want it to be spicy. I just want it to be umami. If you do this first, then you won't get lumps in your gravy, hopefully. Okay. Come here, you. Just gonna add a little water. Because I don't have any like broth or anything. That's okay. I don't need it. If I get some of this yummy looking brown stuff off the side, that's gonna taste good. It's just like a little dehydrated. Put a bunch of salt. Needs to be salty. When this comes up to a boil, it'll thicken. Gotta cook that flour a little bit. See how this tastes. Oh, pretty good. Little pepper. Let me see what other spice I have I might want to use. I have oregano, basil, thyme, bay leaf. I could have put some bay leaf. I have white pepper. Maybe I'll do a little bit of white pepper. Whoa, that came out all right. Italian seasoning. What's this? Fennel? No. No. I don't want any of that. Yummy. Okay. That's pretty tasty. We'll just let that bubble a little bit. I think I'll get a plate. I'll show you what it'll look like. Kind of waiting for my son to get home, so I'll just make like a mini. Basically, I'll put a little mashy, and then I'll put a little come off there. A little bit of beef. And what was going to make broccoli, but I never got around to it. A little bit of carrots and onion. Then we'll just drizzle a little onion gravy all over the top. But since I'm stalling for the rest of the family, let's see. Let's see what it's like. It's like real fall apart. Get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's yummy. Very tender. But I think since I'm waiting for everybody, I'm just going to dump this in here and let it be until the whole group gets here. I think I'm craving salt. I've put a lot of salt in it, but I keep over salting when I show you guys, so I don't want to I'm like, oh, like salt. But yeah, I still believe that short of they're just pot roast. What's the difference? It must be from a different part of the cow. But I mean, this is so similar to a pot roast. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's tasty. Just gonna turn that down to like a low simmer. I'm not sure what to do with my potatoes. Maybe I'll just pop them in the turned off oven to keep them warm. Until everybody gets here. I have to remind myself not to grab that handle. How many times have you done that? You put a pot in there with a handle and then you grab the handle and go, oh no, oh no. That's yummy. All right, I will talk to you guys soon.